Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into the fascinating realm of neuroscience and artificial intelligence with How to Create a Mind by Ray Kurzweil. Published in 2012, this book takes us on a journey to understand the intricacies of the human brain, revealing the secrets of how we think, perceive, and make decisions. With this knowledge, Kurzweil tantalizes us with the imminent reality of creating true artificial intelligence. Ray Kurzweil, the author, is a renowned figure in the world of technology and futurism. His trailblazing contributions, particularly in speech recognition technology, have positioned him as a leading mind in the field. Known for his other bestsellers, including The Singularity is Near and The Age of Spiritual Machines, Kurzweil brings his expertise to bear in this insightful work. How to Create a Mind is a must-read for anyone fascinated by the prospect of artificial intelligence, those eager to explore the depths of neuroscience, and students who envision a future in advanced computing. Prepare to expand your understanding of the human mind and explore the potential that unlocking its secrets holds for the future of AI. How to Create a Mind, The Secret of Human Thought Revealed. Introduction: Unraveling the Secrets of the Human Mind and the Path to Artificial Intelligence. Imagine the vast star-strewn cosmos of our mental landscape, where every memory, thought, and emotion resides. It's breathtaking, isn't it? Now, imagine we could replicate that landscape in a machine. This isn't just a far-fetched daydream. It's a venture at the heart of the book, How to Create a Mind. Here, you'll uncover the enchanting intricacies of the human mind and the revolutionary journey toward creating artificial intelligence that mirrors our own cerebral prowess. Why a hint of scent can unlock a cascade of recollections. Have you ever caught a hint of a familiar scent, only to be transported back in time to a vividly specific moment? That's because the human brain is a marvel at associating smells with memories, locking these experiences away in neural patterns. When you encounter that fragrance again, the neural pattern is reactivated, unfolding a tapestry of recollections. It's like a key turning in a lock, opening the vault to your past. Understanding the brain's approach to mundane tasks reveals its complex processes. Consider something as simple as your morning routine of brushing your teeth. This act, mundane as it may seem, is a ballet of sensory inputs, motor functions, and decision-making. It exemplifies how the human mind processes information, adapts, and even innovates over time, altering the brushstrokes as needed and effortlessly shifting to different areas of your mouth. Each morning's brushing gives us a window into the elegant mechanics of thought and adaptation, predicting the advent of ubiquitous artificial intelligence. Just as the washing machine was once a groundbreaking innovation and is now a household staple, artificial intelligence is on a similar trajectory, moving from an extraordinary invention to an everyday convenience. We stand on the brink of an era where artificial minds could become as normal as doing laundry. This story is more than just a prediction. It's a roadmap to a future where the line between human and machine intelligence blurs, drawing us closer to the possibility of machines that think, dream, and create just as we do. Stay tuned for a fascinating exploration into the essence of thought, the structure of the brain, and the thrilling yet entirely plausible prospect of crafting a mind out of silicon and software. Join us on this journey into the enigma of the human psyche and the audacious march toward our cybernetic counterparts. Part 1: Decoding the Brain's Systematic Approach to Memory Storage. The brain, a repository of endless enigmas, scent the air with the aroma of freshly baked cookies, reminiscent of your grandmother's kitchen, and suddenly it's as if time has rewound, propelling vivid memories to the surface with startling fidelity. Such experiences illuminate a profound truth about our cerebral filing system. It turns out our brain likes order. It's a stickler for structure, especially when it comes to storing information. Consider your routine stroll down the sidewalk. Can you summon the image of a passerby who brushed past you? Not so easily, right? That's because our brain opts to let typical details fade into the background. Unless, that is, a key piece of the memory pattern, a particular smell, sight, or sound, flickers into our present, unlocking the sprawling network of interconnected remembrances. Take a police sketch artist. They wield the magic of our pattern-based memory to reconstruct faces, swapping in different eyes, noses, or mouths to jog a witness's recollections. The sight of an eyebrow arch that's just right can unravel the whole facial tapestry from the witness's memory. Illustrative of this are various memory-enhancing strategies that capitalize on our predilection for patterns. If you can grasp a fragment, a whiff, or a whisper of the pattern, the brain does the heavy lifting, unfurling the rest of the memory before you. But let's explore this further with a little thought experiment. Say the alphabet. Simple, isn't it? Now, try saying it backward. Feels like deciphering an ancient script, doesn't it? Despite having all the information, your brain is like a train off the rails when asked to recall in reverse. It has memorized the sequence in a forward trajectory, and diverting from this path leaves your cognitive engines stuttering. Similarly, attempt playing a memorized melody from its midpoint instead of its start. The fingers falter, the tune stumbles. It's the pattern principle at play again. The brain cherishes sequences. To disrupt the sequence is to challenge the brain's deep-rooted organizing principles, leaving it grasping for the threads of memory's fabric. Part 2. Exploring the neocortex, the mastermind behind our higher functions. Nestled within the convoluted folds of our brain lies the neocortex, a vast expanse of neural tissue that sets humans apart in the animal kingdom. It's the command center for a litany of our most sophisticated cerebral functions, from the flash of recognition when you spot a friend's face in a crowd to the complex dance of language and locomotion. The neocortex does more than just process stimuli. It organizes information into a neatly stacked hierarchy, much like a meticulously curated library. This hierarchical storage is mirrored in our everyday activities. Take the nightly ritual of getting ready for bedtime. As you reach for your toothbrush and the familiar tang of toothpaste, your brain is navigating a microcosm of ordered steps, each action branching into finer sub-actions. These routines are etched into what are known as cortical columns. Think of them as individualized data silos in the neocortex, each housing a bustling community of around 60,000 neurons. In the grand scale of the neocortex, 500,000 such columns stand guard, orchestrating the storage and retrieval of our routines and recollections. Delving deeper into these columns are the pattern recognizers, neuron squads that number close to 100. A staggering 300 million of these exist in the neocortex. Some are tasked with spotting elemental fragments of patterns, the raw data. This is then shuttled up to the higher echelons of pattern recognizers, which piece together the entire puzzle. Consider the act of reading a word. The lower-level recognizers detect the curves and lines that form individual letters, signaling this information upward. Their higher-level counterparts then assemble these letters into words with meaning. It's an ongoing symphony of recognition, where every note, every sensory input, is compared to memorized patterns, prompting the recognizers to continuously activate in a relentless search for alignment with past experiences. Such is the prowess of the neocortex's pattern recognition that it often enables us to predict an entire object or concept from just a glimpse. That partial view of an apple? Your brain deftly completes the image. An unheard melody that reminds you of another? The neocortex alerts you to the familiarity. This remarkable faculty not only allows recognition but anticipation, illustrating how our brain is a predictive model, forever sifting through the past to envision the future. Part 3. The neocortex, the critical hub of our neural superhighway. Picture the human brain as a bustling metropolis with the neocortex reigning as its central hub, orchestrating a myriad of tasks by liaising with the rest of the brain's districts. The neocortex doesn't operate in isolation. Whether it's interpreting the fragrance of a rose or the caress of silk, it taps into a vast neural network to make sense of the world. Sensory impressions embark on an intricate journey, beginning in the specialized precinct of the sensory cortex, meandering through the bustling thalamus interchange, and ultimately coursing to the neocortex. The thalamus, nestled within the brain's core, plays the dual role of gatekeeper and interpreter, providing an instinctive thumbs up or thumbs down to sensations that filter through it. This early appraisal is then further processed in the neocortex's insular region. Moreover, the connection between the thalamus and the neocortex isn't just important, it's vital. Should this line of communication falter, the resulting impact could be as severe as a coma, or even life-threatening. Adding to this intricate network is the hippocampus, a vigilant sentinel that guides the neocortex in what to remember. As sensory data pours in, the hippocampus flags instances that are novel or significant, ensuring that they're etched in the neocortex vaults. When you meet someone with a striking new hairstyle, it's your hippocampus that nudges the neocortex to update its records, helping you to avoid any social faux pas. This delicate dance explains why, in the fog of Alzheimer's, patients wrestle with absorbing new experiences. The hippocampus's integrity is compromised. But what about movement? Imagine a baseball whizzing towards you. Your instinctive stretch to catch it is choreographed by yet another brain department, the cerebellum. This reflexive, autopilot handling of basic bodily functions is the cerebellum's forte. While the neocortex has progressively taken over most movement directives, the cerebellum retains a special role in coordinating the fine-tuned, elegant motions like the artistry of a dancer or the precision of a calligrapher's strokes. This duality of control between the cerebellum and the neocortex is a fascinating remnant of our evolutionary past. Even as the neocortex has expanded and evolved, the cerebellum continues to manage certain refined movements, a testament to the enduring complexity and collaborative nature of our brain. Part 4. The neocortex, conductor of creativity and the symphony of emotions. There's a common adage, to err is human, to forgive, divine. But what about to create, to love? These expressions of our very essence are frequently seen as ethereal, transcending the gritty mechanics of biology. However, could it be that our brain's neocortex is the seat of even our most profound feelings and artistic inspirations? Indeed, nestled in the neocortex is the insula, a territory teeming with unique and powerful neurons known as spindle cells. These lengthy cells traverse the expanse of the neocortex, linking regions that are leagues apart within the brain's landscape. And it's these cells that stir the pot of our emotions, from the ache of sorrow to the blaze of anger, from the pull of love to the heat of desire. But what of controlling these tempestuous feelings? Other zones of the neocortex do their utmost to moderate them, to weave sense into sensation. Yet, those spindle cells are a rebel force, their widespread connections making them formidable influencers within our neural network. This explains why passion and angst can sometimes hijack our rationality. As for the spark of creativity, this too finds its source in the neocortex. It turns out the expanse of your neocortex is a canvas for creative potential. At the heart of this are the pattern recognizers, nimble neurons that artfully spin metaphors, discerning multiple meanings from symbols and signs, much like an artist finds depth in color or a poet in verse. These recognizers are tireless, pulsating with activity 100 times each second, offering the mind a torrent of metaphorical insight. Strengthening the neocortex could, theoretically, heighten creativity. While collaboration, the meeting of minds, is one path to amplifying creative output, an extraordinary future awaits where we might augment human intelligence with an artificial neocortex, an homage to the power of artificial intelligence. As we gaze upon the horizon where science meets the subtleties of human cognition, we catch a glimpse of a future ripe with possibility. The understanding we've amassed about the neocortex provides a blueprint, a guide to crafting machines instilled with genuine artificial intelligence. Stay tuned as we embark further along this captivating journey, merging the organic with the engineered, in pursuit of the ultimate creation, a machine with a mind. Part 5: The Path to Artificial Minds, Leveraging the Brain's Blueprint. In the quest to engineer an artificial intelligence, AI, that echoes the wonders of the human mind, innovators often turn to the most sophisticated natural design known to us, the brain itself. What if the blueprint to artificial intelligence resides within the intricate networks of our neural pathways, specifically within the digital architecture of the neocortex? The key to unlocking artificial intelligence that learns and evolves autonomously, much like our own cognitive processes, is taking shape through self-learning systems. And it's here that a particular statistical technique, standing on the shoulders of probability theory, has emerged as a game changer. This adventure into artificial intelligence traces its roots back to the computational dawn of the 1930s and 1940s. The early pioneers of computing faced a monumental challenge: how to nurture a processor into an independent learning entity. A task that seemed Herculean given the technological infancy of the era. The landscape began to shift in the 1980s, when researchers embraced the mathematical enchantment offered by the hierarchical hidden Markov model, HHM, named after the mathematician Andrei Markov. This model promised a leap towards machines that learn akin to a child's growing mastery of the world. Shim-fed software dips its toes into the complex pool of pattern recognition, mirroring the organizational finesse of our neocortex. The process begins with educated guesses derived from a trail of data. A word beginning with T and H is likely followed by an E, the software hypothesizes, based on its accumulation of past interactions. Such a successful prediction begets another. Will the next word be a noun, perhaps? Today's voice recognition software is a testament to the practical application of the HHMM. Millions are interacting with AI that owes its conversational skills to this model when they inquire about the latest eateries from Siri, the virtual assistant residing in their iPhones. Thus, as we marvel at the steps taken toward AI, it's evident that the journey is already well underway, guided by the profound intricacies of our own minds and propelled by a mathematical model that has set us on a path echoing the evolution of human intelligence itself. Part 6: The Dawn of Conscious Machines may be on the horizon. Engaging with Siri or any virtual assistant, one can't help but notice the mechanical undertones beneath their simulated camaraderie. They lack a certain je ne sais quoi of humanity. But make no mistake, the wheels of artificial intelligence, AI, are spinning ever faster towards autonomy and sophistication. Consider IBM's Watson, a harbinger of AI's burgeoning capabilities. In a widely viewed demonstration of its prowess in 2011, Watson trounced human champions on the game show Jeopardy! Watson's feat was not just a testament to data crunching, it was evidence of its capacity for understanding with a breadth that included every article in Wikipedia and the capacity to navigate the show's renowned nuances and wordplay. Watson's secret? It assimilates every plausible response to a query and then employs statistical analysis to filter through to the most probable answer. But let's take the ambition further. Imagine Watson, not as a game show contestant, but as a digital philosopher or problem solver tackling global challenges. Is it conceivable for such artificial intelligence to achieve consciousness or even free will? The philosophical sphere has long grappled with the essence of consciousness. Descartes' cornerstone idea, I think, therefore I am, anchors consciousness to experiential awareness. As for free will, that remains a tantalizing conundrum. Research teases us with the notion that our brains might instigate actions prior to our conscious decision-making, suggesting that free will could be more illusion than essence. The author postulates that as Watson sifts through its digital knowledge, it isn't just processing, it's essentially thinking. This casts a fascinating light on the potentiality of machines. If they could mirror the brain's capacity to think today, could they tomorrow emulate acts of free will? Should such a thing exist in empirical terms? And if so, this begs the mind bending question: could there come a day when discerning between machine and human dispositions becomes a profound challenge? And Part 7: Artificial Intelligence, poised to be the new normal. As we contemplate the creation of true artificial intelligence, AI, a burning question emerges. When will such machines transition from the realm of sci fi to everyday reality? The answer might be sooner than you think, as technological advancements eagerly stride towards the AI frontier. The author introduces us to the concept of the law of accelerating returns, which encapsulates the swift and predictable growth of information technology. Following this law, we're on the cusp of possessing the technological prowess to craft a digital analog of the human brain. Take Intel's innovative foray into 3D computer chips. In a bid to sidestep the spatial constraints of circuit boards, they've started stacking components vertically, a leap forward that's poised to become the industry norm before the decade's close. Calculations suggest that a digital neocortex would require the horsepower to execute 10 to the power of 16 computations per second. This isn't a far-off benchmark. Today's leading supercomputers, including one in Japan, already showcase this caliber of computational might. Storage would be the next hurdle. The need to house approximately 20 billion bytes of data, based on an architecture of 300 million pattern recognizers, each with 72 bytes of memory. Today's average computers have already sprinted past this requirement. The author envisions a tantalizing near future. By 2029, we could see the first convincing examples of AI, and by the 2030s, AI might weave into the fabric of our daily lives as seamlessly as smartphones have today. Far from the domination fear narrative, AI, in the author's view, could be received with open arms, thanks in part to the cultural groundwork laid by decades of robots gracing our screens. Lending credence to this forecast is the author's robust track record of prophetic accuracy. In the 1990s, the author cast 147 predictions about the state of the world in 2009, a staggering 144 of which rang true. With such a history, we might well take this prediction of AI's integration into our lives not merely as speculation, but as a glimpse into an almost certain future. Final summary: dive into the inner workings of a computer, and you'll find a labyrinth of circuits and chips, intricate, yes, but ultimately decipherable through the lens of logic and mathematics. In a similar vein, the human brain, that magnificent orchestrator of our consciousness, may seem like an impenetrable fortress of thought and emotion, yet it too can be elegantly unpicked and understood using precise models and principles. How to create a mind holds a mirror to this marvel of nature, the brain, and translates its mechanisms into the language of potential, the language of artificial intelligence. At its core, the narrative unspools the complex majesty of the human neocortex, presenting it not solely as the apex of evolution, but also as the blueprint for the first generations of conscious, thinking machines. This journey weaves through the undeniable proof that we are, indeed, on the precipice of blending our biological intelligence with digital counterparts. With the currents of technology flowing ever swifter, guided by the law of accelerating returns, it is not a question of if, but rather when true artificial intelligence will become as ubiquitous and integral to our daily existence as any of our century's great devices. This book is more than a conversation about possibility. It is a revelation that the path to creating a mind, an artificial one no less, is laid out before us, ripe for exploration. The promise it holds is not just for advancement in computing, but for a profound shift in our understanding of what it means to think, to feel, and to be intelligent. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.